Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video we'll be having a look at all of the baubles that you can get from mimics, but more specifically all of the rarest loot within RLCraft that you can only get from the Sacrificial Amulet specifically. Now, because these are all intended as Easter eggs and such, you can see these as spoilers, so of course if you'd rather find these in-game yourself, then don't watch the video. As for the rest of you, if you are only interested in the Sacrificial Amulet loot alone, then feel free to skip ahead. Alrighty, now let's start with the Mimic. So, Mimics have a 1% chance to spawn from any non-pre-generated chest, and this is only in the overworld. This is what a 100 chest look like, so theoretically you should get 1 out of 100. You know, it's RNG and all, but yeah. The best place to get these would be mine shafts, Lycanite dungeons, and dragon roosts. Those are all non-pre-generated, as well as Cyclops dens, I think they're called. Yeah. Then you have a mimic, and once we kill that mimic, we have a chance to get all of these lovely little baubles. Alright, so we have a 7% chance to get Cloud in a bottle, which simply gives you double jump. We also have a 7% chance to get the drinking hat, which makes you drink 4 times as fast, which is pretty nice for guzzling down a load of wine, should we say. We also have a 7% chance to get the Lucky Clover, and the Lucky Clover increases the player base luck by +2. You can also get luck from, this is not luck potion effects like that you can get from the potion effects and such, but you can also increase your base luck from a helmet that is masterful by 0.5 or by rerolling your baubles. You can also get a 0.2 increase in base luck from those. Next, we have the Panic Necklace, which also has a 7% chance, simply gives you speed 2 for 3.5 seconds whenever you take damage. The Magma Stone, also 7% chance, and that simply sets the enemies on fire for 4 seconds when you attack them. Next we have Feral Claws, which also has a 7% chance of dropping, and that doubles the player attack speed, so increases the player attack speed by 100%. That's a very nice bauble. Next, the Flame Pendant, with also a 7% drop chance. It has a 30% chance to deal 2 damage to the attacker and set them on fire for 2 seconds. Nope, for 4 seconds. And next we have the Antidote Vessel, with a 4.6% chance of dropping. This decreases the duration of negative effects on the player to a maximum of 30 seconds. Which is pretty nice, as some of them can last a couple of minutes, but it also reduces the maximum level of the effect on the player to level 2 maximum, which is really good for places like the Lost Cities, where you can get Call of the Hive and Needler and such, so it caps them at max of level 2 and it makes them go no higher than 30 seconds. Next we have Bubble Wrap, and it simply gives you immunity to kinetic damage, well yeah, aka collision damage, but it is simply a easier model, a simpler version of the Stone of Inertia Null, which also gives you 100% resistance to kinetic damage, so whenever you fly into things, basically, at high speed. Next we have the Whoopie Cushion, which simply gives you a 33% chance to make a fart noise whenever you sneak. Next, the Thorn Pendant has a 45% chance to apply thorns to the attacker, and the damage is always between 1 and 4. The Pocket Piston also has a 7% chance of dropping, and that doubles your current knockback distance. So yeah, you could send things flying if you have a lot of knockback already. Next, we have the Star Cloak. And the Star Cloak has a 100% chance, but it has a 1 second cooldown. Whenever you're attacked by an enemy, it drops anywhere between 3 to 8 falling stars. Each star deals 4 damage. Next, we have the Shock Pendant. It simply has a 15% chance to strike attackers by lightning. Lightning does 5 damage, and it does sometimes strike twice. Worth mentioning here is with both the Star Cloak and the Shock Pendant, you need to be, well, on the surface. You need to have access to direct sky, otherwise it just won't work. If you're underground or under a roof or whatever, both of these won't do a thing. Next, we have the Power Glove. With a 4.6% chance, it increases your melee damage by 3. So that is the equivalent of a Strength 1 buff. And of course, we have the Sacrificial Amulet. And all this simply does is it drops a loot chest after you've killed 100 mobs while wearing the amulet. Next, having a look at the ones you can combine. So, if you combine the Shock Pendant, the Flame Pendant, and the Thorn Pendant, you end up with the Pendant of Ultimate Retribution. It simply has the effect of all of the previous ones, however, they are calculated individually, so you have the chance of all the effects, proccing together, or doubling some of the effects, that sort of thing. So just simply all of those together, but it can double proc. Next, if we combine the Cloud in a Bottle with the Whoopie Cushion, you end up with Fart in a Jar. Simply gives you double jump, apart from whenever you double jump, it makes a fart noise. Yay. Next up, heading into the stronger ones, so we can take the Feral Claws and the Power Glove, combine that into the Mechanical Glove. That will give you 100% attack speed and plus 3 melee damage. And lastly, if we take the Mechanical Glove along with the Magma Stone, we combine those, we get the Fire Gauntlet. The Fire Gauntlet gives you 100% attack speed, plus 3 melee damage, and also sets the enemies on fire. However, it also converts the 3 extra damage it gives into fire damage. And that is that done. That's all of the common ones. Next, let's have a look at the Sacrificial Amulet loot. Okay, so you've done it. You've gotten yourself Sacrificial Amulet. You've killed your 100 mobs while wearing it, and it's now given you a loot chest. Now, the loot chest will give you one of the following 23 items. First up, we have the Scarlite Armor Set. You have a 4.44% chance of getting one of the 4 pieces of this armor set. Next up, we have the X407 Prototype Armor Set. You also have a 4.44% chance to get one of these. Next, we have the Ninja Armor Set. You have a 4.72% chance of getting one of these 3 pieces. After that, we have the Wizard Armor Set. You also have a 4.44% chance of getting one of these 3 pieces of armor. After that, we have the Cowleather Armor Set, which has a staggering 2.37% chance of giving you one of these 4 pieces of armor, which makes this the rarest armor in the whole game, funny enough. Next up, we have a musket and 64 bullets, bullets always included. You have an 8.56% chance of getting the musket with 1 stack of bullets. You also have a 4.44% chance to get the wooden staff and 64 mana, which is basically the armor, not the armor, the bullets for the staff. Then you also have a 1.19% chance to simply get another Sacrificial Amulet, or an 8.56% chance to get 1 Holy Hand Grenade, or a 4.74% chance to get a Nether Star. These 2 here definitely being the lower tier of things that you can get. And you always get some bottles of enchanting. Very common that you'll get half a stack or a stack of bottles of enchanting, which, is kind of meh at this point of the game. Now, moving on. This is what they all look like. Very nice and so on. Let's start here. Right. Let's firstly have a go at this musket, which does 16 damage. Let me pop myself into creative. I mean survival. Let me grab this. And we have a test dummy over there. So let's load this guy up. I'm holding right click down as we speak. And there it's loaded. Now we're aiming. It looks like this. And pow. With a very satisfying sound effect, I might add. Once we've done that, we have to hold right click again to reload. Which takes quite a while for 16 damage. But it's still fun. Pow! Put that guy back. And now we have the wooden staff, which does between 6 to 9 damage. This is, by the way, these are the bullets that you will get. They go with the musket. And this is what the mana looks like that you'll get with the wooden staff. And the staff simply allows you to go, "You shall not pass!" And pew! For a whole 6 damage. Alrighty, with those two out of the way, let's move on to the more important guys, the sets of armor. Here we have the Scarlite Armor Set. It's a 4-piece set, like I've said, and let me just unequip this and take some of these. Alright, let me take this off quickly. So, that is what the description looks like. It's not a bug, it's intended. Very cool, actually. Looks like an error or a bug as such. So, on the head we have 11 armor. On the chest we have 15 armor. On the leggings we have 14 armor. And on the boots we have +9 location and armor. Once we put the whole set on, we will look like this. I stand in the light here. Gives us this lovely little effect, and it gives us a rage and vulnerability as the set bonus. So, rage gives you plus 50% movement speed, and it gives you plus 40% damage. Now that is percent, so whatever your current damage is with your weapon, it will increase your overall damage by 40%, which is kinda big. However, it also gives you vulnerability, which is basically the opposite of resistance. So, if it is in tune with the current resistance in-game, it will increase your damage taken by 15%. Quite nice, I must say. As you can see, running a lot faster, and we have the increased attack damage, which if we smack this guy should be 1.4. There we go. Since it's an empty hand, the damage should be 1, but it's now 1.4. There we go. Clarified. Alrighty, we pop these back in here, and then we'll move on to the next fella. Here we go. Next up, we have the X407 Prototype Armor Set, which gives me real Fallout vibes. It is quite cool. It doesn't have a set bonus, however, each piece of armor has its own bonus. If we put on the helmet, it gives us night vision, which for some reason is flickering on and off. I don't know why that is. The chest gives us strength, strength 1. The leggings gives us jump boost 4. Oh, I know what that is. It is because of this. Let me take off my fire dragon eye. So yeah, just permanent night vision with the helmet. As you can see, we have jump boost 4 built in now, and strength 1. And with the leggings, simply gives us fall resistance. It looks like this, which is pretty tacky and cool looking, if I might say so. Wah wah! Right. Let's go ahead, unequip these, pop them back up. On there. I wish that I didn't have to do them one by one. Right, there it is. Next, the Ninja Armor Set. This one is only a 3-piece for the full bonus, but it is pretty nifty. Right. This is what the Ninja Armor Set looks like. And it gives us Sky Stride and Forceful. Now, Forceful allows us to... Hang on, let me stand here in the corner or something. Forceful will allow us to dash... This is the dash skill, by the way. So if you dash, it will make you dash an insane distance. And what Sky Strike does, you can dash while you're mid-air. So, bang, right into the wall. So yeah, you can do some pretty fun stuff with this. If you have like jump height increase and double jump and all that stuff in your kit, do some pretty damn fun stuff. However, worth noting, I'm gonna fling myself into the wall here. This does an insane amount of kinetic damage if you dash yourself into something like this. Yeah. So, quick way around this is, if you haven't got the Stone of Inertia Null, which makes you immune to kinetic damage, we should be using Bubble Wrap. Which makes us look like the most un-ninja ever, but it does make us immune against this potential killing of ourselves. Even though I still took some damage there. Very strange. Nah, it just makes the sound effect, so yeah, took no damage. But anyway, we are now a Bubble Wrap Ninja, which looks crap. Taking that off, removing these. Right, let's pop these in there. Where is the leggings there? By the way, the armor for the ninja head's 11. The chest is 15. Leggings is 14. I think I might have skipped this one as well. Let you see, helmet is 15. That's quite nice, actually. Chest for this one is 19, nice, which is almost equivalent to dragon armor. Very nice. The boots on this one is 12. And the leggings is 16. And gives you locational toughness as well. Next, moving on to the Wizard Armor Set. Right. So, let me equip 2 pieces here. I don't quite want to equip the third. Now, these ones also have bonuses just by themselves. So, if you have only 2 pieces equipped, you get +1 mana regen for each piece of this armor that you wear. Upon wearing 3, you'll of course get the extra, so you'll have 3 mana regen per second, but it also gives you teleportation. The helmet gives us 11 armor, the chest gives us 13, and the leggings gives us, what's that, 12. Right. Now once we have the 3-piece on, it will attempt to teleport us randomly every 30 seconds. So, there we go. Right. Which can be quite annoying, but that's what it does. So it teleports you, from what I can see, it looks like around 50 to 60 blocks, and it appears to be random. Initially I thought it would teleport you in the direction that you're looking, but it appeared to not be that way later on. Right, let me take this off before it teleports me again, and let me just make my way through here somewhere. Take you off. Alright, pop you there, and the helmet there. Cool. Next up, the Cowleather Armor Set, which is much more of a flex, I think, than anything else in the game. Because it is the rarest armor in the game. Let's put some of these pieces on. I should probably take creative off, so that I stop doing these things. So chest on there, leggings on there, and the boots. Let's have a look at the armor values. So not much better than normal armor. 7 on the head, 9 on the chest, 8 on the leggings, and 6 on the boots. Once we equip this, we get the Moo passive.
Moo. 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 Moo.
And that's what it does.
Moo. Moo?
It just makes you moo silly every now and then. But that's it. If you see someone wearing this armor in the game, they are either massively flexing or they cheated. And that's about it. Let me pop this back on here. Actually, let me just put myself back into creative. See if I can complete this, because I quite want the moo moo going on in the background. Where is the leggings? There we go. Leggings there. Pop all of this back on. And that is what they all look like. The rarest armor within all of RLCraft.
Moo. Moo.
There we go. Alrighty guys.
Moo.
And that's it for today's video. Hope that gave you guys some information and maybe didn't discourage you guys too much with the low percentages and all. But yeah, you would have to mega grind to ever complete all of these. Yeah, but it's all good fun. All good fun. And Easter eggs, like I said. Cool. But that's all for today, guys. You guys have yourself an awesome day. This is Zerger saying goodbye, have fun, good luck RL crafting, and if you guys liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and have yourselves an awesome day. This is Zerger saying bye-bye. Cheers, guys.
Moo. 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 Moo.